The air in the paddock is thick with the scent of high-octane fuel and the heavy weight of expectation as Yamaha prepares for its most radical transformation in the modern era. For years, the Iwata factory has stood as the last guardian of the inline-four engine philosophy. But the brutal reality of the European visa dominance has finally forced their hand. Today, the legendary M1 is shedding its old skin in a desperate bid for survival, marking a point of no return for the Japanese giant. This isn't just a mechanical update, it is a total philosophical shift intended to reclaim a throne that has slipped through their fingers. As the first fire up of the secret VST project echoes through the garage, the message to the world is clear. Yamaha is no longer content with being the underdog. They are retooling their entire DNA to hunt down the Ducatis, risking everything on a platform that promises raw power but demands a total redesign of their chassis logic. The stakes are monumental and the tension is palpable. The arrival of El Turco in the MotoGP paddock has sent a localized earthquake through the hospitality units of every rival team. Toprak Razgatlıoğlu is not just another rider making the jump from World Superbike. He is a generational phenomenon whose physics-defying stoppies and aggressive late-braking maneuvers have redefined what is possible on two wheels. After years of speculation and will he won't he rumors, the beast has finally been uncaged on a Grand Prix machine, and the early signs are nothing short of terrifying for the established grid. Toprak doesn't just ride a motorcycle. He wrestles it into submission, forcing the front tire to do things that engineers previously thought impossible. He brings a raw, unfiltered hunger to the Yamaha project, serving as the perfect experimental pilot for a bike that needs to be ridden with newfound violence. His presence alone has shifted the gravity of the paddock, signaling that Yamaha is finally ready to trade elegance for pure, unadulterated aggression in their quest for glory. When Toprak finally swung a leg over the Yamaha M1 during the initial tests in Valencia, the atmosphere was a mix of skepticism and intense curiosity. However, that skepticism evaporated the moment the timing screens began to flicker with his sector times. Despite the massive transition from the familiar Pirelli rubber of superbikes to the sensitive, stiff Michelin slicks of MotoGP, Toprak didn't just adapt, he flourished. He was immediately deep in the braking zones, pushing the limits of the carbon brakes as if he had been using them his entire life. The paddock watched in stunned silence as the newcomer began to post lap times that weren't just respectable, they were dangerously close to the factory benchmarks. This wasn't the tentative debut of a rookie, it was a hostile takeover. The data revealed a rider who could find the limit of a machine in mere laps, a terrifying trait that suggests the learning curve everyone predicted might actually be a vertical line. The warning shot has been fired, and the message is loud and clear. Inside the factory Yamaha garage, the atmosphere has shifted from supportive to intensely competitive. Fabio Quartararo, the El Diablo who carried Yamaha on his back through their darkest seasons, now finds a mirror held up to his own brilliance. While Fabio has publicly welcomed the development help, insiders report a genuine sense of shock at how quickly Toprak matched his pace. For the first time in years, the Frenchman isn't just fighting the bike or the rival manufacturers. He is fighting for his status as the undisputed king of the Yamaha stable. Quartararo admitted that the Turk's immediate speed was surprising, but in the coded language of elite racing, that translates to a massive wake-up call. The internal rivalry is already simmering before the first race has even begun. Fabio knows that Toprak is not here to play second fiddle or act as a test rider. He is here to win. This dynamic creates a high-Zan pressure cooker environment where two of the world's most talented riders will push each other and the new V4 project to the absolute breaking point. The focus now shifts to the grueling humidity and high-speed demands of the Sepang International Circuit in Malaysia. This isn't just another test. It is a 6-day survival of the fittest that will define the trajectory of the 2025 and 2026 seasons. Toprak has identified Sepang as his true moment of truth, the place where he will finally explore the ceiling of the Yamaha M1 across long runs and blistering heat. Unlike the short bursts in Valencia, Sepang offers the variety of corners and the punishing straights needed to truly stress and test the new VSD engine's cooling and power delivery. The engineers will be watching the telemetry like hawks, Looking for any sign that the new engine architecture can provide the top speed boost Fabio has been demanding for years. Every lap turned in Malaysia is a data point in a billion-dollar experiment. For Toprak, it's about muscle memory and tire management. For Yamaha, it's about proving to the world that their engineering prowess hasn't faded. The Malaysian sun will be relentless, but the pressure from the boardrooms in Japan will be even hotter. The strategic landscape of MotoGP changed forever with the announcement of the Prima Pramac Yamaha partnership. This is no ordinary satellite team arrangement. It is the foundation of a meticulously crafted master plan to return Yamaha to the top of the world. Reliable sources have confirmed that 2026 will be the year Toprak officially joins the MotoGP grid under the Pramac banner, equipped with full factory support and the latest V5 machinery. This move is a stroke of genius, allowing the Turkish sensation a year to adapt to the grueling GP calendar without the crushing pressure of the factory colors, while still having the tools to kill at his disposal. Yamaha is playing the long game, using 2026 as a developmental springboard to ensure that by the time the regulations shift and the VCC is fully refined, they have the most lethal rider lineup on the grid. This partnership gives Yamaha 4 bikes' worth of data, doubling their development speed and creating a secondary strike team that can challenge for podiums and disrupt the Ducati hegemony. While the media focuses on lap times and engine maps, Toprak Razgatlıoğlu is fueled by a much more primal motivation, the desire to conquer the best. He hasn't come to MotoGP just to collect a paycheck or finish in the points. He has come to hunt Marc Marquez. Toprak has been vocal about his ambition to go elbow to elbow with the 8-time world champion, viewing Marquez as the ultimate benchmark of aggression and skill. This isn't just respect, it's a challenge. Toprak believes his superbike-honed style, characterized by late lunges and a refusal to yield the line, is the perfect antidote to Marquez's dominance. The prospect of these two aliens battling for the same piece of tarmac is a dream for fans and a nightmare for race directors. Toprak's lack of fear regarding the established hierarchy is his greatest weapon. He doesn't see legends, he sees targets. This singular focus on defeating the greatest rider of the modern era provides a glimpse into the psychological steel that makes Toprak a generational talent, capable of turning the MotoGP world upside down. For Fabio Quartararo, the clock is ticking with a deafening roar. The 2021 world champion has been a model of loyalty, but even the strongest patience has its limits. He has issued a clear and firm ultimatum to the Yamaha brass. The VT project must be a winner, or he will seek his fortunes elsewhere. Fabio's contract through 2026 is a commitment, but it is also a deadline. He is watching the development of the new engine with the eyes of a man who knows his prime years are precious. If the VC doesn't provide the competitive transformation he has been promised, the paddock speculation suggests he will walk away at the end of 2027, potentially leaving the factory seat open for Toprak to take over as the new, undisputed leader. Fabio is fighting for his legacy. He wants to be the man who brought Yamaha back from the brink, but he won't go down with a sinking ship. Every test session is now an audition for Yamaha to keep their superstar, making the technical feedback from these winter tests more critical than any trophy. The transition from a production-based superbike to a prototype Grand Prix machine is often described as moving from a fighter jet to a spaceship. For Toprak, the challenge lies in the unseen technologies: the carbon fiber brakes that require immense heat to function, the complex ride-height devices that squat the bike out of corners, and the Michelin tires that offer incredible grip but provide zero warning before they let go. Yamaha expects a steep learning curve in 2026, focusing on unlearning the habits that made him a champion in WSBK to master the distinct riding dynamics of the M1. However, the engineers are quietly confident. They see in Toprak a rider with an incredible mechanical sympathy and an ability to sense the limit of the front end, a trait that is the holy grail in MotoGP. The goal is to have him delivering significant, podium-contending results by 2027. It is a calculated multi-year evolution, designed to turn a raw diamond into a polished weapon that can slice through the competition with surgical precision. As the dust settles on the initial tests, and the teams look toward the 2025 season, one thing is certain: the MotoGP landscape has been irrevocably altered. The combination of Yamaha's V4 Revolution and the looming Toprak era has injected a surge of adrenaline into the sport. We are witnessing the beginning of a high-stakes chess match involving the world's fastest men and most sophisticated machines. The upcoming months will be a blur of wind tunnel sessions, dyno tests, and secret track days as Yamaha prepares to unleash its new beast. Whether Toprak can truly dethrone Marquez, or if Fabio will find his spark again with the V, remains to be seen. But the narrative is set. Yamaha is back in the fight, armed with a new engine architecture and a rider who knows no fear. The road to the 2026 shakeup starts now, and for the fans in the USA and across the globe, the show is just getting started. The Motorsport Report will be there for every turn, every crash, and every victory in this thrilling new chapter of racing history.